If you're a San Diego-based musical artist or in a San Diego-based band that is looking to record in a pro studio with a budget of about $1,000 or more per song, I will record and mix for you, helping to get your sound, not mine, just the way you want. And if you're not satisfied with the end result, I'll slash 50% off your total bill. If that sounds like something up your alley, here's how it all works. First, we'll meet up at my studio, Rarefied Recording, so you can see the value you would be getting by working with me, and also so we can get to know each other and make sure that we're definitely on the same page and a good fit. As you can see, and I'll show you firsthand, Rarefied is not like your buddy's home studio, with just a computer, audio interface, a couple pieces of gear, one nice mic, and some foam on the walls. No, this is a professionally designed, built, and equipped studio, just like the ones you see in Los Angeles, with the custom-built acoustically amazing rooms, a Neve console, tons of outboard gear, instruments, and a mic locker filled to the brim with vintage and modern mics of note. I've also been making records for a long time. I've been a full-time engineer for about 10 years now, and prior to that, it was something I was doing on the side for about another 20 years. So I have a pretty good idea of what I'm doing with all this stuff. That said, if you don't think I'm a good fit for you, that's fine. We'll part ways at that point, but my door will always be open. If you do want to move forward, great. Then we move on to the second step in the process. At this point, we'll discuss some details of your project like instrumentation and sonic references, and we'll make a plan on how we'll go about recording all the raw material. What should we record together? What should we overdub, etc. Since I've done so many recordings, I can help you figure out the best approach and how many hours it'll probably take. That allows us to schedule out some sessions. A 50% deposit for the tracking days will lock everything in. The sonic references are really important to me. It informs my mic choices, mic placement, outboard gear selection, and more. We won't be doing a sound-alike record, but we'll get you in the sonic world that you desire. It's your record, not mine, so I want you to be happy and I want you to get what you want. The third step is the actual tracking dates. I'll have an intern do some pre-setup before you arrive, but you can still expect some time to be spent setting up and dialing in tones. I actually use all of this gear you see here in my credenza. My goal is to shape the sound to your liking right at the beginning because it's more inspiring, and it informs each step of the process that follows. It makes things easier at mix time too, because there's a clear direction to go in. So we typically would do some basic tracking of several things like drums, bass, guitar, taking as much time as we need to get the performances down. Then we'd move on to overdubbing other instruments, and usually vocals are like the last thing, or one of the last things to focus in on because you want to get them really, really good. We'll do some editing and tuning if necessary, and I'll make you some rough mixes so you can make sure that all your performances are to your liking. Once we have all the raw material how we want it, we move on to step number 4. The fourth step is mixing. I mix unattended, and I spend about a day per song. I'll mix on my Neve console with real outboard gear as well as plugins. On any given mix day, I'll have something to share with you around 5 p.m., because I'll be taking a dinner break then and some family time. But I'll be coming back at around 9, and I'll incorporate any feedback you have for me, and I'll make some further enhancements of my own to finish off the official Mix 1. You'll then take as much time as you need to digest that and provide any feedback from the whole band. Once I have that, I'll schedule some time to recall the mix from the detailed notes I took on all the settings, and I'll make the changes you've requested. You'll come in at that point to hear the results, and we can sit together and make final tweaks until you're satisfied. That will hopefully be the final mix. But if need be, we can go back in for another round of revisions, although at that point it'll be an hourly charge because I'm using real outboard gear and an analog console, so mix changes are not trivial. But I believe in this analog process because I think it yields the most sonically rich and, dare I say, rarefied results. Step 5. Once we've mixed all the songs, the next step is mastering, but I believe it's best to have someone else cover that. While I do low-key master for some clients, I never recommend having me master what I've mixed. I think fresh ears are the best thing, and I can recommend some local and non-local mastering engineers at various price points. One thing I offer for free is a master check. This is optional, of course, but if you'd like, I'll listen to your masters and provide some feedback to you or directly to your mastering engineer if I think something could be improved upon. In the end, I always defer to you, though, because it's your record, not mine. As you can tell, my process here is pretty detailed and meticulous, just as detailed and meticulous as the studio. I take your music seriously, but we also have fun. This is meant to be an enjoyable experience, and Rarefied is definitely an inspiring place. It feels cozy in here, and you're in North Park with like great food and stuff in walking distance. I've also got a lot of instruments, amplifiers, pedals, all kinds of stuff that you can use for free of charge. Put a gong on your record. Put a theremin on your record. Whatever it is that I have you want to use, it's yours for the taking. So if you've made it this far in the video and this all sounds great or at least worth exploring further, just enter your name and email in the fields below this video and hit submit. I'll then ask you some additional questions just to make sure the fit appears to be truly good. If it's not, I'll let you know. I'll provide some recommendations on someone who may be a better option for you. But if you do seem like a good fit, we'll schedule that on-site studio tour and chat so I can show you around and we can get to know each other to make sure 100% that I'm the studio and engineer for you before you pay a dime. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you.